guys. Hey guys, what's the part today? Today we are working on a deck box for my truck to put on the bed. Started doing lawn care business and it's just been a pain to take everything in and out of the truck, and me and my truck lifted. Sounds lazy, but it kind of sucks getting to the toolbox, which everyone's probably not their opinion about that. But it sucks getting the toolbox, climbing over into the tailgate of the truck and lifting it up to get in the center. So my plan is to build a raised deck to keep some of my weed whacker tools on the bottom, and then have a little drawer system that slides out, almost like the deck, like the plastic deck box brand, something like that. But I'm gonna make it out of wood, and they got like some like seed deck to go on top. I think it'll look pretty nice. Just something a little different, but also practical and useful and cheaper, because the deck system is like $1,200. Plus, it looks like a lot of wasted space with all the plastic and drawers and everything else too. So I don't really need the wheels. I think something sliding in and out would be sufficient enough. So I'm on my way to Lowe's to get the materials and go from there. I just did a whole intro and did not hit enter or start, so that was a good minute wasted, and my parents will probably see me on the camera talking to myself. Anyways, I got a 2019 Silverado. I don't know if I did a walk around video or not on it. Did a video, but I don't know if I posted it. So that's my truck. I'm gonna make a walk around video post about it. But this truck's a 5.5 foot bed, and I used to have an 8 foot bed, so it's a big difference. So I had the 8 foot bed. I had an 8 foot bed with a big toolbox, and now it's like a medium sized toolbox, small bed, so a lot of less space. But it's 4 doors, so I have the back seats. So trying to clean it up. Been doing lawn care business lately to make extra money, and my plan is to make a raised deck to keep my lawn care stuff in the bottom and keep it all clean and nice and organized. So I'm gonna have one section for my weed whacker, one section of drawers, and one section of empty. So that's my vision. Have a little like seed deck on the top, and then go from there. Bought some plywood and bought some 2x12s, which was not the cheapest, but it should work where I can just raise them up, have them line, screw it down, and go from there. So that's the vision. Hopefully I can get the vision to come to life. I'm not cleaned up and I'm out of breath because I've not been feeling well the best lately, but I'm making a video and doing something. So there's that. So let's get started. All right, so far all I got is a 2 2x12s cut down. So I got them cut down to, I don't even know, I didn't even measure it, to be honest. I just went there, drew the line. I did it when I laid it down, so I didn't really measure it because I'd rather be exact than a number exact. So anyways, got that done. Got some extra pieces right here. Trying to figure out how I want to lay it all out. I think weed whacker here, drawers here, or maybe weed whacker there and have that empty, and have this empty. We're gonna put some shovels or some stuff, which I thought I had a shovel laying around, but I don't know where. Might do some test fits. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna brace it. I got one piece of board over there, so I need to figure out how to brace it, where I put the decks on top, how it's gonna screw down. I'm gonna have a seam in the middle somewhere, so I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do that exactly too. So it's gonna be some wiggling and playing around, but hopefully we'll get it. So figure out the bracing and tie it all together now, then move on to the top deck. Hey guys, breakfast shirt, who cares? I got 1x1, I don't even know what you call these, I don't know what size they are, I found them. So I got these on top, we're gonna run runners across the top, all the way back down there to have some strength to walk down and help stabilize it. That's made it a lot more stable and sturdy where they don't want to fall over. I can stand up there, don't really trust standing on that, but I'm gonna run one all the way across here, and then keep running runners all the way down through. And then I'm gonna figure out what I wanna do underneath the toolbox. I'm not gonna be standing back there, so I don't think it's that important, but I wanna figure out what's gonna look the best for going all the way back. So get more runners and lay it out and go from there. All right guys, got this last top all screwed down. Got some extra pieces, trying to figure out if I wanna do like some braces here or where the extra pieces should go, but that's the deck system on top. Now I'm gonna put the plywood up on top, cut it out. That's gonna be a pain trying to get around every single nivet and cranny, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So but there's that. So looking more like a deck than it ever had before. Maybe we'll walk across here. Haven't really tried walking across here, but like walk across the big ones, and it seems pretty sturdy for me, and I'm a big guy, so looking good so far. Now I'll get the plywood cut out. All right, got it cut out. Got the section laid up in here. I'm gonna try to trace out the best I can, which is gonna be a lot of cutting and edging. So I'm gonna come in here, trace that out, come and trace the next one out, and trace the next one out. So it's gonna be a pain, but we should be able to slide in there eventually, so go from there. The way I'm doing this might be confusing, but I found a piece of metal. It looks like a little stake, but I just bent it out until it's the same width right here. So that's the same width from there to there. So that, I know that's gonna be the edge of the board, and that's gonna be, it's a little spread out more than I want it to be. So that's from the board to the wall. So we come down here, this is all even. You come up here, that's the point. So drew a little mark on the first point, came up here, that's the second point. So I know that's gonna be an angle right there. Come up here, third point, and then they go straight from there and then it comes back to here, made another point, and it curves up to here, made another point, and cut from there. So the point. So I'm gonna draw a point, and I'm gonna trace it out and then cut it out with the saw. So hopefully it works. I'll show you in the next second. All right, I got up on here. Also put my whole weight up on it, so that's good news. It's not as perfect as I wanted it to be, but that might be nice when I go to roll over the fabric. It might help, or I might just have to staple it down to it. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do all that. It's halfway in the light, so I'm gonna get halfway up here, halfway in the bottom, so that'd be kind of nice too. Kind of thought about that, but didn't really think too much of it. Fear whatever happens, happens. So that's the way it sits. Might want to screw it down, but I think I better wait for wrap the fabric around it, then screw it down. I don't know yet, 100%. But it sits, so that's good. Up here up on it. All right, guys. Still not cleaned up at all. Whatever. Got the boards cut out, so they're up on top now. Walked across it, made a little gap, not the best cut, but it's okay. I can't complain. It's gonna get covered up anyways. So maybe whether to screw it, then put the wrap down on it, or do I wrap it then screw it down? If I screw it down first, the screw will be here, and I just have to staple it on top. That's gonna be a pain trying to weave my way in through there. And then I'm also gonna try to figure out what I want to do. I'm also gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in the toolbox. Am I gonna make another drop deck and put stuff back there, or am I just gonna make it stop right here and have it like halfway done? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna have to screw it down first. I think if I screw it down, I'll get the support where I can walk on it, and then I can just cut out the top stuff and staple that down top. Have the screws hidden, and everything else look pretty good too. So I might do that actually. But looking good. Otherwise, other than that, I'm gonna start screwing stuff down. Got it done. The decking side done. Top deck done. Have extra piece of plywood because I was gonna do 2 sections in half. I have extra, but I didn't use it because I don't think it's worth going all the way back for that extra $50 for plywood will cost. I'm gonna return that or save it for another project later. I actually gotta use my John boat, so I might use that for the John boat. Might be a good idea. Built this little system with the extra scrap I had. Put the piece down here, put 2 screws on each board, and then put some little things in here to help hold it and stiffen it up. It's pretty stiff. Gonna have that slide into here when I vacuum this up afterwards. Gonna slide that in there. Gonna have one for weeder, slide, some tools, some extra stuff. I don't know yet for. Might actually do little toolboxes in there, but it's coming along. Get it cleaned up, then go from there. All right, guys, finish it up here. You kind of see this how it is when it's shut. I'm gonna have the sea deck on top when that comes around from Amazon. But pop it open, the section underneath. So when the tailgate is shut, my truck locks the tailgate so you can't access it. So all this is gonna be stuck and hidden and locked through the tailgate being shut and wedged up against it. So everything out here, no one will be able to get to. So that was also one of the other reasons why I did it. So I got my weed whacker set up right here. So I just get my weed whacker, pull it out, edger there, mixed gas right there. Done with that, slide that back in, lower right here, pull it out. And then I got some drawers in here, back here. Connected the slide to there, just pocket all that. Got my weed whacker stuff here. Then, here, I'll open it here. Oh, air compressor pump, and then some straps back there. All slides up in there. Super easy, super convenient. This one's empty so far. Right now, I just got a hedge trimmer right there. I went to go try to put a rake in here, and the rake does not fit, so I either need to get a smaller rake and a shovel to put in there, or maybe find some new shovel there. Or I'm gonna notch this out and put the rake where it just sits right there. So I'm gonna get that figured out, but this is too small to put some drawers, and this is too small to put some rakes. And it's too late now, so whatever. So figure out what I can most sufficiently put stuff in there will be the kicker, but so far this has even been most of my problem right there, because that's all the stuff I use for lawn care anyways daily, and some in the drawers and everything, so that's a lot more organized and secure. I like that a lot better, so I'll make room for this. And then I still got my bed up here that I can put stuff on. Then you put some boxes. It's sturdy enough for me to stand on, put stuff up there. So it's gonna be nice. I'm glad it all worked out. And then there it is. Get the sea deck and go from there. Get the sea deck, I'll show you how I put that on. And then that'll be the end of the video. Guys, got the deck up here. Got up to my sister's house actually. My sister just moved out with her husband. Back in October when they got married, so that was the wedding. So I haven't made any posts. So yeah, a lot has changed. I just uploaded the where was that video from? Well, that was before then. So that was like probably before September maybe-ish. So posted that video, posted the 4-wheeler video, then have a couple other ones. Now working on my new truck video, which is gonna do another. I got a lot to catch up on with you guys. But I'm at this house. Got the deck here, got the staple gun, measuring it out. Came over here because Mason said he'd help me take the toolbox off, because I'm gonna pull the toolbox off and wrap it around this to make it nice and clean. It's 6 foot wide, it's a 3 foot board, so I can do it half and half, which is gonna be a pain to do, or I can do it long ways or that way or this way. Don't know yet. I'm gonna get Mason's opinion on it too and go from there, but I'm gonna get laid out and then start stapling it down. Just saw how the outlet in here, so I'll just use my truck outlet for that, see how that works too. So got 3/8 staples and plan just to staple it down top, so should go easy. Let's get started. Got the toolbox out, got it laid out right here. Looks like it's gonna be exactly the right measurement, so I'm glad I went with this length. So I'm gonna do the runners this way, 3 and 3, and it looks like it's gonna be exactly by the time you staple it down here, it'll be perfect. So go from there, and that's it. So get that cut in half and then cut around the edges here, then staple it down. Got it stretched out, got it cut out, and then now we're gonna peel the bottom side and then staple it down where you like it. But that's where it is now. All right, guys, finished up the truck. Here's how it looks. It's not in the daylight, but in the evening. But got the C-deck on it. The lights work pretty good on the inside too, on that side. I can see all the way in there. See all the way in there. See up top a little bit with the bed light split in half. Worked better than I thought. Gonna run some lights up top eventually, maybe not through here, but for now it looks good. Does its purpose. And then when I shut the tailgate, makes where all this is locked up underneath so no one can get to, and then just the deck up top. Other than that, it's all done. So that's the video.